This is me, Biafra Voice 247 TV, just real. And then with me in this studio we have Mazi Sonny Akbarawa, Biafra Sonny TV, and we still have Biafra Battle Cry TV. And we will be streaming Mazi Simon Ekpa now, here and now. So you are welcome once again as we join the program. Mazi, you're welcome. Just say hello to Biafrans.
Thank you very much again for this new chapter of broadcast this evening. It's going to be connecting to the Prime Minister of Republic of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and he's coming up here to take up the question and answer. Please, viewers, as you watch, have
what is the link now?
Sorry?
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, sorry for the interruption. So I will be listening now to have interaction media with the Prime Minister this evening, and I hope you have your pen and paper. Please prepare your question and make it available. Ask a tough, difficult, tough question so that you know it will help the program to go far. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, you are welcome again. Mazi Sonny, are you there?
You always get advice from madman.
Make it go get and well come back, because this time around the advice the report. The advice is the report. Mazi Rafu, just say hello to Biafrans before we move on. We know they hear you, eh?
I mute myself. Hello, Biafrans. Today, whether they like it or not, we must end Fulani control. We must end their oppression this year, and Biafra must be free, whether they like them or not.
Okay, Biafrans, you are all welcome as we move to the platform of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Mma Ejiri Buago 1, the only dragon in Biafra land. Una welcome, una well done, una greeting, well, I greet all of you. So like I said, I'll be streaming. As we stream, it will not be a direct program anymore. We may be interjecting and anyhow. So we move and we must continue. So we are going to be joining our Biafran warrior Ejiri Buago 1 of Biafra land, and the only dragon we will know, and we know say we no get choice but to continue to fight the wicked and the enemy, the Janja. We must continue. We move.
And I said I cannot see anything around me. Do not say to me, he said the time hasn't come. When the time comes, I will send people to you, and the whole world will shake. In the end, mankind will bow. You will go to this war with nothing, but I will prove to you that I'm God. After this, Biafra will worship God forever and ever. I prayed to God Almighty in heaven. I was in Jerusalem. And I said I cannot see anything around me. Do not say to me, he said the time hasn't come. When the time comes, I will send people to you, and the whole world will shake. In the end, mankind will bow. You will go to this war with nothing, but I will prove to you that I'm God. After this, Biafra will worship God forever and ever. I prayed to God Almighty in heaven. I was in Jerusalem. And I said, I cannot see anything around me. The Lord said to me, He said, the time hasn't come. When the time comes, I will send people to you. And the whole world will shake. In the end, mankind will bow. You will go to this war with nothing. But I will prove to you that I'm God. After this, Biafra will worship God forever and ever.
Good afternoon, welcome to the program again. This is the third broadcast we are making today. We've had the first question and answer, second question and answer, and this is the third question and answer we're having today. And because sometimes we have to do this, so today is some kind of special and exceptional day that this is happening. So we are not going to waste time. First of all, we are going to address the Southeast governors as we prepare Biafra people for 2 weeks lockdown. I want to explain this. Mazi has been incarcerated and he is now being detained illegally. And we have waited and waited and waited for many months. We don't know the whereabouts of Mazi. The Nigeria court discharged him. They claim they want to have a political solution. The serving president say whatever court say goes. The court in Nigeria has discharged Mazi. And we continue to wonder what is he still doing in the DSS dungeon, and every day we get a report of a deteriorating health condition. And for that reason, there has not been any tangible explanation, any tangible reason why Mazi is still in the DSS dungeon. Nobody has presented him to any court, to any judge. All we are seeing is everybody is mute. And it's as if this whole thing is happening, that they are manipulating in the spirit that everybody should just watch and see Mazi die in the DSS dungeon. That can never happen. And we have given them enough time. There is no reason whatsoever that they have not presented Mazi to court as they claim, because they know no court in Nigeria will sentence him because he committed no crime for fighting for freedom of his people. And what they are doing now is to continue to incarcerate him, thereby subject him to mental torture, physical torture, and all manner of degrading treatment against international law. The United Nations Committee on Arbitrary Detention has issued ultimatum to Nigeria, 6 months ultimatum, that Mazi should be released and compensated. This ultimatum has been violated by Nigeria government with impunity. And since the last court, there is nothing to show that Nigeria government is willing or ready to present somebody that court actually have discharged to the next court. And this is raising a very serious concern to the Biafra government in exile. And for that reason, we are now taking a very drastic measures. I want Biafra people to understand that what we are going to do is to use one stone to kill two birds. Biafra people must be ready for 2 weeks lockdown. We are going to announce the date. The 2 weeks lockdown will start in May. Pay attention to the days that this particular lockdown will start and the days it is going to, and the day it is going to end. Our target is to use this civil disobedience as part of fighting and suffering with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while he is in dungeon, has been detained for 2 years. Every Biafran that is really believing in freedom and believing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has exposed a lot of things that will facilitate the freedom of Biafra and your own freedom, you must be part of this particular lockdown. We are going to give you enough time to stockpile food for your family. And measures will be put in place, as the case may be, from the government side to see that this 2 week sit at home is observed in the entire territory of Biafra. In demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after the court in Nigeria and the UN and other organizations have demanded for his release. Yet, the tyrannic government and the terrorist government in Nigeria continue to free Boko Haram members, and they continue to abduct, kidnap, and kill Biafrans. I want people to understand that the sit at home is not only for the demand for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but that's exactly what we are going to do. We use the sit at home to demand his release and at the same time demand for Biafra referendum. As we are approaching the 29th May, Biafra people must get ready for 2 weeks sit at home to demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to demand for Biafra referendum. We understand that certain nationalities, indigenous nationalities in Nigeria, they are in ECOWAS court, demanding for the ECOWAS court to order Nigeria to organize referendum to different indigenous nationalities that want to exit Nigeria. And this evening, I want to address the Southeast governors, especially Dave Umahi. And I want everybody to pay attention. As we address them.
I also spoke to our father about the insecurity in Southeast, and I pleaded with him, of course, thanking him for receiving Chief Mbazulike Amechi, who went to discuss about politics.
If you are watching through the Enter Biafra, you are going to log in to be part of this interactive session today. If you are watching through the Enter Biafra, we urge you to log in either using your Facebook, your Gmail account, or your LinkedIn. And if you are watching through the Twitter, if you are following this program through the Twitter, we urge you to join us on Enter Biafra Channel 2. The link is posted on Twitter page. When you go to our Twitter page, you are going to see the link to this broadcast. Thank you, and we're going to stop those that are watching from Twitter. Thank you.
Political solution with Mr. President. Mr. President is a man that listens, is a man that has love for the nation. And when you're disciplined you could be misunderstood. But you must forge ahead because you're only answerable to God first.
When you are disciplined, you must forge ahead. You are only answerable to God. And that's exactly what we are doing this evening. That's exactly what we are doing in Biafra Liberation. We are not answerable to governors, corrupt governors that never wanted the good of their people. We are not answerable to Nigeria government. We are answerable to the people of Biafra, and we are answerable to God. And that is why, no matter the blackmail, no matter whatever they do, using the government agents and the government media, we are not moved. Because we are not answerable to the governors, we are not answerable to them, we are not answerable to the politicians, we are answerable to the people of Biafra, and we are answerable to God. And I want you to listen to how Umahi addressed his people, and I'm going to use that also to address him this evening.
And so I thanked him, and I re-echoed that this is the desires of the leaders of Southeast for a political solution without prejudice to whatever is the judiciary process.
The political solution is now getting to 2 years. The political solution was being discussed when the Nigeria court has not discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Political solution was being presented is a scam. That was when the court in Nigeria has not discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now the court has pronounced that they have discharged him. What is the political solution doing again for the past 2 years? Why should anybody be talking about political solution when court have actually discharged him? That is why we are going to take a very drastic measures. And let me tell you people, after 2-week lockdown and nothing happened, we will come back with a more tougher measures. And the measures we are going to use after 2 weeks will be targeted at the government, the state government. Because they are the one responsible for continued illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because they never wanted Biafra, which is normal. We are not saying that everybody must want Biafra. But we are looking for a democratic way to decide our fate, which means people are going to vote. And I want to tell you this evening, even the family of Umahi is for supporting Biafra. They are all supporting Biafra. I am going to show you how the family of Umahi voted against him in the last election. He confessed. That is how they are going to vote against him when he talk about Ebonyi State is not part of Biafra. He's just a one man, one vote. His family will vote for Biafra and he will vote against Biafra. It is normal. He does not represent the interests of millions of Biafra people. He does not even represent the interests of his own family. Because they voted against him in the last election. And I want everybody to watch.
And I believe strongly that the leaders of Southeast should initiate that, provided there are no further hate speeches, there are no further violence and killings. And my position for Southeast governors is that anyone that wants to cause insecurity in Southeast must be crushed. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. The economy has been destroyed and we wonder about it. If not the grace of God, Southeast would have been destroyed before other regions in the entire Nigeria. This is very little, insignificant percentage of the people of Southeast. They were dishing out those hate speeches. The Igbo man is a builder, he's not a destroyer. And let nobody be afraid of the presidency of an Igbo man. There is nobody from Southeast who will become president that will not work for the greater unity of this country, because we have investment everywhere. If anybody is telling you about Biafra, first and foremost, I've been saying it, Chief Elechi said it, Ebonyi State will never be part of Biafra. We are not Biafra. We've been so.
I want you to understand that even at the event, when he talked about Igbo people own properties everywhere, you see everybody was clapping. Did you notice that? When he said Ndi Igbo own property, that Ndi Igbo can build this country if they become a president, everybody was clapping. But when he said Ebonyi State is not part of Biafra, did you hear anybody clap? Did you notice that nobody clapped for him? I want to take it back a little bit.
Entire Nigeria. This is very little, insignificant percentage of the people of Southeast. They were dishing out those hate speeches. The Igbo man is a builder, he's not a destroyer. And let nobody be afraid of the presidency of an Igbo man.
Listen.
There is nobody from Southeast who will become president that will not work for the greater unity of this country, because we have investment everywhere.
Did you hear that? Did you see that? Even the people that are blowing the trumpet, even those blowing trumpet, they were blowing trumpet when he said it, and they started blowing trumpet in support of what he said. But listen to when he's going to say Ebonyi State is not part of Biafra. I want you, this is voting, the way his own family voted against him. He doesn't control his family. I want you people to listen.
This is very little, insignificant percentage of the people of Southeast. They were dishing out those hate speeches. The Igbo man is a builder, he's not a destroyer. And let nobody be afraid of the presidency of an Igbo man.
Listen.
There is nobody from Southeast unity of this country, because we have investment everywhere.
Listen. And they are clapping. And they are blowing trumpet.
If anybody...
They are clapping and blowing the trumpet, and everybody was happy. Now listen to when he said Ebonyi State is not part of Biafra.
Telling you about Biafra. First and foremost, I've been saying it. Chief Elechi said it. Ebonyi State will never be part of Biafra.
Listen.
We are not Biafra.
Did you hear reaction? Did you hear anybody clap?
We've been so oppressed.
Did you hear anybody clap?
And now we are finding our feet.
Did you hear
And they want us to go back. We will not.
Anybody clap? Did you hear anybody clap? Did you hear the trumpet? Did you hear anything? Did you hear any crowd chanting? Did you hear anybody shouting? Hey!
Nobody.
No, because they rejected him. They rejected his stupidity. They rejected his idiocy. They rejected everything about him. Exactly what his own family did in the last election. I want you people to listen that nobody reacted in front of him.
Biafra. We are not Biafra. We've been so oppressed. And now we are finding our feet. And you want us to go back. We will not. We are better in a fair and equitable Nigeria. And we are not going anywhere.
Are you hearing that? Nobody.
We are not going anywhere.
You see? Nobody.
We will continue to insist, to dialogue, to appeal that we be treated fairly like other regions in Nigeria.
You see? You see? The people rejected the idiot. He's an idiot. They rejected him. And little did he know why everybody is going to sit at home in the next, when we declare the 2 weeks sit at home, everybody seated in that place will sit at home for Biafra. Now, I want to show you how Omar rejected him. I've been able to show you how he was rejected as a governor when he is preaching against Biafra. Nobody clapped for him. But when he talk about Onyibo leading Nigeria, they clap for him. But when he talk about it, but he's not part of Biafra, they did not clap for him. And today, I am going to tell Omahi that even his family family has voted for Biafra against him. I want everybody to watch.
On ground, when we come to that, it's such that no any other political party should be able to win anything, not even councillorship election in Ebonyi State. And so I see the election or the votes of Labour Party as a kind of protest vote, against my party, against the PDP.
That is exactly what actually happened in this place where the people were clapping. It is called protest reaction. You said something about Igbo man becoming the president, they clap for you. You said something about Biafra, they didn't clap. That is a protest. Right in front of your own face. Now listen.
That's the way I see it. So I was very surprised that, even in my family, there was conspiracy against me and I didn't know.
You see, in his own family, Umahi said there was conspiracy against him and he didn't know. Just like he did not know that his own family, they are supporting Biafra. He don't know now that his own family is Biafra. And he is there in the podium shouting, Ebonyi is not part of Biafra. When he cannot even compel his own family to vote for his own candidate during the presidential election. He has no influence on them. Listen to him confess. He cannot even influence his own people, his family to vote his candidate. It is about Biafra that is going to talk about Ebonyi people. Who is Omahe to speak for Ebonyi people when his own family has voted against him? I want everybody to watch.
To Labour Party to, win any election in my state, because what we are put on ground, when we come to that, it's such that no any other political party should be able to win anything, not even councillorship election in Ebonyi State. And so I see the election or the votes of Labour Party as a kind of protest vote, against my party, against the PDP. That's the way I see it. So I was very surprised that, even in my family, there was conspiracy against me and I didn't know, that they were going to vote for, Labour in the presidential election. In other elections, it is APC because of what we've done, because of,
You see, his own family voted against him in the presidential election. And this is a man who was shouting, Ebonyi people are not part of Biafra. Ebonyi is not part of Biafra. And nobody responded. They rejected him right in front of him, everybody there. Now, the reason why I brought this video is to make it very clear to Mahi that he's already fighting a loose fight. He has lost the fight already. But if you like, as a remaining, the remaining months he have to, gallivant as a governor, he can enjoy it. But what I'm telling Umahi today and other governors from the southeast is that you must release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because it is you that masterminded his kidnap from Kenya. And for that reason, our civil disobedience is targeted at all of you in southeast part of Biafra territory. Our civil disobedience is targeted at the governors, at the state, the economy of the state, and not individual. Economy of the state. And I want to tell you and show you people why the 2 weeks sit at home is very, very important, so that these people will feel the heat very much, because they say sit at home is destroying the economy. It is not destroying the economy of an average Biafra person. It is affecting the economy of this state government and state governors that has nothing, absolutely nothing to offer, that has always called military to kill people when they go out of the street to protest. So I want to also bring to you the evidence of the fact that the sit at home is going to be targeted at the state economy and the state governors. They are going to pay dearly for this.
I also spoke to our father about the insecurity in Southeast. And I pleaded with him, of course, thanking him for receiving Chief Mbazulike Amechi, who went to discuss about political solution with Mr. President. Mr. President is a man that listens, is a man that has love for the nation. And when you are disciplined, you could be misunderstood. But you must forge ahead because you're only answerable to God first. And so I thanked him, and I re-echoed that this is the desires of the leaders of Southeast for a political solution without prejudice to whatever is the judiciary process. And I believe strongly that the leaders of Southeast should initiate that, provided there are no further hate speeches, there are no further violence and killings. And my position for Southeast governors is that anyone that wants to cause insecurity in Southeast must be crushed. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. The economy has been destroyed, and we wonder about it. If not the grace of God, Southeast would have been destroyed before other regions in the entire Nigeria. This is very little, insignificant percentage of the people of Southeast. They were dishing out those hate speeches. The Igbo man is a builder, he's not a destroyer. And let nobody be afraid of the presidency of an Igbo man. There is nobody from Southeast who will become president that will not work for the greater unity of this country, because we have investment everywhere. If anybody is telling you about Biafra, first and foremost, I've been saying it, Chief Elechi said it, Ebonyi State will never be part of Biafra. We are not Biafra. We've been so oppressed, and now we are finding our feet, and you want us to go back. We will not. We are better in a fair and equitable Nigeria, and we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. We will continue to insist, to dialogue, to appeal that we be treated fairly like other regions in Nigeria. And I have hope, very seriously. Some enemies of Southeast say if the Southeast person become president, he will divide the country. How will he divide the country? We have investment everywhere. Do you set fire in your house? So we need a lot of prayers. And let me tell you, very surprising, the Ebonyi project in my hand will never be delayed, even for 1 second. Because that is my first calling, and I'm answerable to God. When I finish here, straight to the airport to go and supervise projects. I first went to supervise the one this way. This greater project will not delay the first assignment that God gave to us. So if you are making your memo, it's still the same thing. We will scrutinize anywhere I am, and with calculator and with my phone. Ebonyi project will be anchored properly. If you doubt, you can try me and see. No matter where I'm doing campaign, there is no project in Ebonyi State that is not in my head. And there is no money that I will not know and discuss. And so,
all right, I want you all to now listen to how this man lies. You know, this man just opened his mouth and lied. Do you know what he said? He said that President In fact, I want him to say it by himself. One moment.
The way we have carried on with the state. So it's very surprising. And it's very surprising that the president could lose his state, the presidential, election level, and Swaju could lose Lagos state, a man that is, given to the welfare of the people and is carried on, the Lagos people very well. So it's very surprising. So it brings a lot of surprises. So when people, question the integrity of the election, I feel so bad about it. You say the election was rigged, but nobody has been able to come up with figures to say this is how the election, was rigged, because you have the results from the polling units. Nobody has been able to say, hey, look at the results we got from the unit signed, by INEC. Look at the result that is published. Nobody's been able to say that. It's just to castigate, INEC.
Are you hearing it? The man that is claiming he's speaking for Ebonyi people or for Ndibu.
So I'm not, part of that. We also lost about, 4 House of Assembly seats in Ebonyi State, and of course 120. That will make me to castigate INEC. It's not the fault of INEC.
With regards to the evidence which you seek, I think that's why the courts exist. Well, let me ask you this question. Why do you think that your people voted for the Labour Party at the presidential election, but voted for the APC at the governorship election?
I've told you before now that is every vote in Ebonyi State for Labour Party is a protest vote at the presidential, election.
Protest for what?
Let me tell you that.
You see, he said it's a protest, and the journalist is not asking him, a very important question. If your people in Ebonyi State is protesting, what are they protesting for? Or what are they protesting against? They are protesting against what you are supporting. You are supporting the president. They are protesting against the president. You are supporting the Muslim ticket. They are protesting against the Muslim ticket. And if anybody that is protesting against Muslim ticket and the person is an Igbo person, and the person is a Biafran, Ijo, Efik, Ichekiri, and all of them, it means that they are for Biafra. And that's exactly what has happened. So any vote against Tinubu is a vote for Biafra. That is what they are not asking him. They are not asking him, what are your people protesting against? If the vote against your party is a protest vote, what are they protesting against? They are protesting against Muslim ticket. That's all. So let us listen.
The religious leaders in my state, totally were, for the labor movement, and that's why.
The religious leaders, you see, the religious leaders totally were for labor movement, you see, which is they are against Muslim ticket.
I saw it as a kind of protest vote.
All right.
It wasn't a vote for, His Excellency Obi as such. It wasn't, because you can see even the by-election that was, held yesterday. We won all.
You hear that? It is not a vote for His Excellency Peter Obi as such. It is a protest vote. So which means the Nigeria which he is telling you that Biafra or Ebonyi people is not part of Biafra, he knows that even Ebonyi people have rejected him. Because they reject everything he is supporting. He is supporting Muslim ticket, Ebonyi people rejected him. So why would this man summon courage to come to podium and start shouting, Ebonyi is not part of Biafra? Of course, I don't even need to waste my time, because the reaction of the people of Ebonyi have answered him. So if he's a man that actually, his brain is working, he should be covering himself in shame. Because the reaction from Ebonyi people when he was saying those rubbish should have made him to go and start hiding his face. But of course, they don't have shame.
The seats, one of the seats in Ebonyi State. So if it were isolated, elections, there is no any other party that win any other thing. other than, the people's, opinion that, it should be His Excellency, P2B. And that's what, happened. So for me, I looked at it personally as a protest vote against the PDP, against the APC.
Is it a valid point that the people were protesting against the leadership at that level?
Well, I can tell you yes, because there is, seemingly hardship and challenges in Nigeria. But if you evaluate it very, very well, you find out that it's, a thing of, entire, world. There have been a lot of,
entire in the world, but they are not telling you what, there are other things in the entire world, not only hunger. They are not telling you that other parts of the world have good roads. They are not telling you other parts of the world have good education. They are not telling you other parts of the world have security. They are not telling you other parts of the world have freedom of speech. They are not telling you other parts of the world respect human rights. They are not telling you other parts of the world have social benefit. They are not telling you what other parts of the world are enjoying. When it comes to the fact that other parts of the world are hungry, they are telling you, make a reference to other parts of the world. But I cannot make you reference to other parts of the world that they have electricity 24/7. Do you understand the impunity? Because all of them have houses abroad.
Seemingly hardship and challenges in Nigeria. But if you evaluate it very, very well, you find out that it's, a thing of, entire, world. There have been a lot of, global economic crisis, In administration from 2015, we've suffered about 3 recessions. We survived it. We suffered COVID. We survived it. We suffered cashless policy. Survived it. All these things, were challenges targeted against the masses, not by anybody, but they came naturally, And so look at the Ukraine war. So all these things added to, a crisis, in leadership, and people.
He's even now blaming Ukraine war as a result of the hunger in Nigeria. Oh my God.
People's loss of confidence in leadership. But nothing you can do. Look at Ghana, they are going through their own challenges. So leadership, yes, but the led also, yes. And so the global economic, problems. So this is the way I look at it.
Before we talk about your ambition to be a president of the Senate, let me quickly ask you this question. You faced some challenges since joining the APC from the PDP, but how has it been governing a state that has always been PDP?
Well, for me, at the beginning, it was quite challenging because some of the leaders of the state, even though I consulted them, but along the line they betrayed me. They said, no, we will not leave PDP. But at the time of, consulting with Mr. President about my moving to APC, we discussed and they agreed that we could move, Now, the National Assembly members, I had a meeting with all of them, in exception of Senator Oba, at the residence of Dr. Sam Ominyewu. And I requested them, to air their opinion one after the other, about going into APC. And every one of them spoke. And they gave, approval that I should go ahead and move, that they would join me to move. It was only Dr. Sam, Minyogu, that said, he needed to pray about it. Only him. But every other person, in exception of Senator Oba, was not there, was in agreement. But when I moved, they made a U-turn and started castigating me, some of them. Unfortunately, only one survived the onslaught, None of them came back. None of them was re-elected. And then for the House of Assembly, I think about 8 of them, did not move with me. They stayed back even though we agreed to move. And 8 of them, none of them survived, They couldn't win election, So for me, it's not about party. It's about, the leader, of government. What you have done for the people. Your heartbeat for the people. So it's not about the party. Some people argued over Ebonyi State is predominantly PDP, Now,
I don't need to go into that, stupid talk. I've been able to make my point. And the point here is that he knows that even in his village and in his family, he failed and the people have voted Biafra. Voting against Muslim is voting for Biafra. And on that note, we are going to open the line for calls, and the calls is going to last for like 10 minutes, and we call it a day. Right? The telephone line will be open for calls, and the calls will last for 10 minutes. And then let us have our El Suji to get the videos ready. The second part of the question and answer is still being uploaded, and as soon as it's uploaded, you are going to have it on the platform. All right, the line is open. You're welcome to the program. Hello.
Everyone.
There we go.
Good evening.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Our Prime Minister, Your Excellency.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
David Umahi is just deceiving himself, and he knows the truth, and he's just running around the truth. Instead of him to tell the journalists that there was a proclamation on a protest against Nigerian government. In fact, first of its kind, that is the creation of Nigeria in 1914 and the independence in 1950. Nigeria has never had such protests that people were expected to go and vote and they willingly obeyed.
Yes.
And he was just running around the circle, using what he's doing in Ebonyi State as an excuse to how they shoot the bird and the mother fly. He's just being stupid. And mind you, what he's doing now, he's going to repeat. He said Ebonyi is not a Biafra. It's a personal opinion. And he has only but one vote during the referendum.
Yes.
He cannot vote for the entire Ebonians if the opportunity comes. So he's just making a political statement, and I don't think the Fulanis are still validating that very statement, because with this election, they know that everywhere is Biafra, and there's nothing they can do about it.
There is nothing they can do. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Secondly, I like this your cap. The color. I like this your cap. Commander in Chief.
Thank you. And you people should be getting ready for 2-week lockdown for when you do release.
Okay. That will be nice. Then secondly, I think people who used to everybody who is concerned about this welfare, please pressurize any of these lawyers that refuse to work for Onyendu to return his case file back to him, so we can hand the case file over to somebody who can ensure that he is taken to court or he is released. Yes. I don't know why Nigerian government should appeal against for a state of execution, and no lawyer has appealed against it, and they kept Onyendu there. We don't know his whereabouts. So I think if the lawyers are no longer willing to work, they should return the case file. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, the line is still open. The line is still open for your calls, and we have just less than 10 minutes to go. So call and air your opinion, and question and answer also still goes on. Tomorrow we're gonna do a similar thing, a little bit different but similar thing. The line is on. The line is on. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Simon Ekpa.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Can you reduce where you are listening from? I'm hearing my voice there.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my first time of calling on Enter Biafra.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm calling from Zoom.
Good. Was it difficult to connect?
Yeah, it was difficult, but I was following. Yeah, today you said if you want to log into the Enter Biafra, we should use our Facebook or Google account.
Yes.
So I use my Google account. So I've been following you on Twitter.
Great. Great.
Yeah, my question is, because I'm coming back from Southeast, it has not been long. I've been traveling around. The amount of checking points we have in our South is very, very annoying.
Yes.
Very annoying. Or if you from Onishowe Road down to Imo State, everybody will tell you about what's going on that place. Police checking points are everywhere. They are just busy collecting 100 naira from every keke man that passes by.
Don't worry. You will look for them. You will find them no more. Don't worry.
And I was coming up from Enugu State. From Anambra State to Enugu State is no go area. Soludo is there deceiving people. The same thing with governor of Enugu State. For you to go from Anambra State to Enugu State, you will suffer a lot. Every drop, every checking point, the motorists will pay 100 naira. To the extent I contributed my own money inside. The extent I contributed my own money inside, the driver was complaining that he did not have any change again, that if he should get them in 1,000, they will not give him change. People were now ragging themselves to bring, okay, anybody that has 100 naira should bring inside. And now donated my own money, of which I was never happy to do that, because I've been following Nnamdi Kanu for long. If not that I was with my boss that time, I was under one boy, I would have known that I would contribute a lot. I should have become ESN member, but because of the one boy matter, I was not able to do that. But it's paining me today that a lot has been going on in Biafra, so but I comprehend you, because you are doing a lot of work. You are still our PM. Anybody that wants to go and hug transformer for your sake should go ahead. We are looking for them to die.
We don't have time for those. We don't have time for those people.
They can go to hell and complain from now to next year. We move. We don't complain.
Thank you very much.
We play the show.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Autopilot is everywhere in the Southeast. Don't mind them. They'll be talking anyhow.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, bye.
And then you people should be getting ready for 2-week lockdown.
Yeah. I don't play with that.
Yes, good. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
All right, the line is still open. The line is still open. The line is still open. Nobody should call me on WhatsApp. You're welcome to the program.
Good
evening. Can you reduce the volume where you are watching me from, please?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Do not be offended for my question.
Just ask any question at all, no problem.
Okay, my question is this: why are you being so lenient to these bloodsuckers?
Lenient to which people?
Why are you being so lenient to these people, these fools, people like Devil Maya? Because me, I call him Devil Maya.
Well, we have procedures how things are handled. It must not be handled the way you want it. So, but of course, we are focusing. Our eyes is on the ball, and we know what we are doing. So, it must not be the way you want it. But we have our template we are following, and we don't want distraction at all. So we know what we are doing.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was my question.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. We have 5 minutes more to go. How many minutes was our jingle? So we want to make this like 1 hour program. So if our media person edited the video, it will have at least like 1 hour or 50 something minutes. All right, we still have a few minutes to go. 5 minutes more. Five minutes more. Five minutes more. Five minutes more. Right. You're welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Simon. Good evening.
Good evening from here.
This is the first time I'm speaking with you.
Wow, I'm having many first timer today. You're welcome. Was it difficult? Was it difficult?
It's going to be possible.
Sorry?
I never knew it's going to be possible. This is the first time I'm speaking with you, both enter Biafra.
Wow, you're welcome. Was it difficult?
Not difficult.
Okay,
Not
good.
difficult. I've tried many times, but I'm so glad I spoke with you today. The Simon I'm hearing, I heard your voice.
You're welcome.
I have a testimony.
Really?
You are so famous that anybody that really want to go or you want to make it, then you have to associate yourself with Simon.
Really?
My testimony is that I've been following you on Twitter, and my name on Twitter, I've forgotten the name I was using before for over 2 years, since 2001.
Wow.
I've been on Twitter, and I'm using a name, but the testimony I have to share with you and to their friends and to those who think that this Simon, who is joking with Simon, is that the day it's over 3 months, I said my name to Simon Ekpa's son on Twitter. Could you imagine? And I also changed my profile to your picture. Everything just looks exactly like your own. Could you imagine? Just within 2 months, I'm going to 1,000 now.
All right.
I've been waiting to call you to share this with you. You are great.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy to speak with you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Continue
you.
the good work you are doing.
Thank you.
There's something behind you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, we continue. All right, we still have like, I think I will take two more calls, and then we'll continue tomorrow. Two more calls. And also the video on Omahi must be edited and shared widely so that people can understand it is not just about Omahi, it is also to the entire Southeast governors who claim to be governors and who claim to be protecting the interests of the people. We need two more calls. Continue trying. I know a lot of you are trying. I can see that so many so many people are trying to call, and the call is like coming and dropping. So continue trying, and you are going to go through at the end of the day. Tomorrow we will take video calls. We've taken video calls today, and a lot of them. Tomorrow we're going to take video calls. Here we go. You're welcome to the program. Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to the program.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Simon.
Good evening.
There's something I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's, I saw something on Twitter about Ali Noyema helping the people in Sudan. Yeah. And there was a certain time you posted a video about people being persecuted
in Tunisia.
In one country like that.
In Tunisia.
Yeah. And Al-Eloyema didn't do anything. So, does it mean that he loves other people more than his people?
Well, it's not love people. You know, he's serving the Fulani now, so he's serving the Fulani interest. It's not a new thing. That's why I did not even, that's how he made his money, by deceiving the Niger Deltans, thinking he's solving their problem. He was a mediator, he broke he was the one who struck the deal for amnesty. So did he solve the problem of Niger Delta? No. So he made money for himself and opened airline. That was what Ejiofor wanted to do with Mazi and Biafra struggle. And I Koy Antunishi.
That's what I want to ask.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about those things. We are focused now and let them do whatever they want to do with Nigeria. It's their business.
That's to show how stupid.
To protect they are protecting their money laundering this thing now. So if they have anything, they will say, oh, we are trying to bring the image of Nigeria, blah blah blah. And those people that are castigated in the Igbo, like all these Femi Faneka, all of them that were shouting, when is Nigeria going to evacuate their own citizens and all that? It is now the Igbo man, which they say they don't want to see their name in Nigeria in any way. So, the man now is the one going to rescue Nigerians. And when you go to Sudan, there are not, any person that go to Sudan as a student is not a real person from Biafra. All of them are going there for Islamic studies. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. All right, I think we're going to end here. We wanted to have 2 calls. I think one more caller, and then we end it. One more call, and we end it. Welcome to the program. You are going to be the last caller today.
Okay, welcome. Good day, Prime Minister. Let me ask
I hardly can hear you.
Yes, because I am also watching.
Okay, you can just reduce the volume. You can just reduce the volume and talk to me on the phone.
Now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yes, let me start by saying that anybody studying in Sudan, whether studying or whatever studying in Sudan, they are all terrorists.
Yes.
By none, I mean by none, no exception. All of them within Sudan they study are all terrorists. Talk about Asadi Dokubo, talk about Sanusi and the rest. Sanusi has group that went to Sudan.
Yes.
Although he came out prominently because he has carried many killings, including that of Akanuka.
Yes.
And that of that young lady that was stolen from Delta, Biafra land, to his palace. And many more that we don't know.
Yes.
So, but what I want to comment on is the sit at home. Has the date be set, or you are?
No, we are going to announce the date very soon.
Okay. Will there be any kind of communique
to the eastern governors to be well informed, pre-informed before then, because it is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release specifically.
Yes, so it is going to be. It is going to be.
Communicate to the eastern governors.
Well, we'll work something out. Just watch out and follow the event as they unfold.
Okay, so the Biafran people will be carried along.
Of course. Of course, yes.
Okay. In this sit at home, I have made observation, especially regards to Uru people. Uru, although their activities are not in large scale, but from Oba to Onitsha and the environs, not Onitsha main market, and the environs, it breaks my heart last 3-4 months.
Just watch, just whatever happened even last week, forget it. Just watch and see what is going to happen going forward.
Yes, I would like to know. So I will travel there, stay in an hotel, make attempt to move around so as to know what is happening. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sunday Igboho and all the Oduduwa agitators. May God bless Umuada and their husbands. May God bless our media teams. May God bless the government in exile. May God bless our advisory committee. May God bless New Dimension and all of them. May God bless you who have supported this movement. May God bless all our Igwes, all our chiefs, all our pastors, reverend fathers, and all of you. May God bless you and continue to bless you as you fight for your freedom and as we prepare to exit Nigeria this year, and many doors that are opening. May the new door continue to open for Biafra liberation. Thank you and good night. From me is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very important.
Yes. My people. Devil Mai, another evil person. If you could remember very well, you will remember that Devil Mai was the man that placed the bounty of 2 million naira on each Biafran person where you go point. Just point them. He said it. I will look for that video where he made a declaration, a bounty that anybody that point any Biafran will get 2 million naira with other incentives as he talk. And many people died. I think that was 2001. 2001.
Yes.
That should be 2001.
2001.
And many people died. We have forgotten. I just want us to know that Devil Mai is evil himself. As you see his face evil, that is the same way he is evil. As he's evil, his face look bad. Now so he is bad. His mind, his heart, everything evil. We must continue, Biafrans. We don't get choice but to continue.
I get one of them mere example. That is just all I'm asking for.
That's all. That's all. Example.
It's one of them mere example. And the Devil Mai was able the first sacrifice. Simple. It's a charge.
We must not allow anybody to discourage us. We must keep our heads up and we go win. We are winning already. The world is getting the message we are sending. Nigeria is quaking. Nigeria is trembling. We have no choice but to continue to win because we have been winning and we will continue to win. I promise you, in due time, we are overcoming. We are overcoming. So I beg who want to talk, say goodbye, good night to Biafrans before we go.
Good night, fellow Biafrans. I love you all. This is my number 5 broadcast tonight. Number 5. It's not at 30 minutes, so number 5, solid Obonga broadcast. So we are going to put in more and more until Biafra comes. And have it in mind, one of them must become a sacrifice, whether they like it or not. Because anybody that stands on our way, we will use them as a scapegoat.
Exactly. Thank you all Biafrans. Thank you for having us and giving us this attention tonight. And we hope to bring more updates to you as soon as our Prime Minister comes on board. We will share the link and let you know that the program is going on. And if you have not followed his Twitter, please go and follow it. Simon_Ekpa. That is his Twitter handle. So follow it. If you wait for us when we update you his next broadcast, when you go to his Twitter, he always posts it there to inform the public when he will be coming online. That is very important. So if you don't hear from us, just go to his Twitter to know when he will broadcast. Then you get the update there. Thank you very much. This is Biafra Battle Cry. And I greet my comrades here, Mazi Biafra, Voice 247, Chiamaka Jare, Pastor Vam. I thank you all. And some other media team who are not here today, I believe that the next time we will be able to meet again. Thank you very much.
Yes, and they will know. Biafra. So, Mazi Sonny, where you did now? Mazi Sonny. It depends me say you no talk, oh. Because I know say if you can't talk something that come out for your mouth. Make it come out. Anyway, Biafrans, if you look this night, you see that I did not stream through Biafran voice because YouTube they try make the kill him, but I know will let them kill him. So if you are not following me, if you've not subscribed from Just Real, anywhere you watch from, try and subscribe from Just Real, so that if you don't see me here, you go see me here for now. So we are going, we are not stopping Biafrans. Anything we do when we go do it like mosquito, we know they look back. I promise you. So Alenora, I greet you. Our queen,
This just is very interesting because you don't even need to type it twice. It's only one. Once you put Just Real on your this thing, the channel will come out. It's not difficult, and it's a fantastic. It's very easy to find. You just put Just Real. Unlike some other name, when you type it, you'll be looking for it. Many people have it, but Just Real is just one. Please look for it and subscribe to this channel. Very, very important.
Yeah, Biafrans. Yeah, we move. We must continue. They block me for Facebook. They block me for YouTube. But we must
move.
They give the woto.
Yes.
Go max. No stop. So Biafrans, goodbye from here. We'll go
Able.
very soon. Good night.